Hi, I'm Gordon from Camera Labs, and this is my initial first looks review of the Canon RF 24-105 f2.8L IS USM-Z, a high-end general-purpose zoom with a bright aperture for the EOS R mirrorless system that's corrected for full-frame bodies. I got my hands on the pre-production model for this video, and I'll show you what I know so far. Announced in November 2023, it's not only a member of Canon's high-end L series, but also becomes the first model in a new hybrid series, aimed at those who capture both stills and video. Now I'm told Z stands for zoom, but I believe the series could extend to all types of lenses. No, it's nothing to do with Nikon's Z series. Now you may also think that Canon's standard RF lenses were already equally ideal for photo and video, but Canon says their optical designs and build are more aimed at stills photography. They're good for video, but they're photocentric lenses. Meanwhile, Canon's Cinema EOS lenses are unashamedly targeted at the needs of professional videographers, so the new series slots somewhere in between, with less compromise whether you're shooting stills or video. And even if you're only shooting photos, it represents an interesting option, claiming the quality and of course the aperture of the RF 24-72.8, but with the useful extra reach of the 24-105. Unsurprisingly, this degree of performance doesn't come cheap though, costing around £3,400 at launch, but do check the description for links to the latest and US pricing. Measuring 89mm in diameter, 199mm long, and weighing 1.33 kilograms, it's not a small or light lens either, roughly 50% longer and heavier than the RF 24-72.8L, and almost double the length and weight of the 24-105 f4L. You certainly know you're carrying it around. To accommodate the heft, it comes with a built-in tripod foot and a collar which allows the barrel and body to rotate within, albeit annoyingly without any notches to guide you at 90-degree intervals. The build quality is to the high standard you'd expect for an L lens, with sealing against dust and moisture, and a hood supplied as standard. There's 4 control rings, starting at the lens mount with a stepless aperture ring, which turns smoothly and boasts very fine adjustment with 32 increments between each stop. It also uses an 11-blade system versus the 9-blade systems of the 24-70 and 24-105L lenses. Aperture rings are a rarity on Canon's non-cinema lenses, so this represents a differentiator, although at launch it'll strangely only work in the camera's video mode, and it's ignored when shooting photos. I've asked if this could be fixed in a firmware update, as surely everyone would want to use the aperture ring, right? In the meantime though, you can adjust the aperture for photos using the camera's body controls. Next is a generous zoom ring, which you'll note does not extend the barrel when adjusting the focal length, unlike most of the photocentric RF lenses, although to be fair, this isn't exactly a short lens, is it? Then there's a manual focusing ring, followed by the customizable RF control ring at the end of the barrel. There's also a pair of AF stop buttons with a custom function and an 82mm filter thread. Canon describes the optics as being electronically parfocal, which means small autofocus adjustments are made to maintain a sharp image as you adjust the zoom. Canon also claims that focus breathing is kept low, while also supporting the digital compensation in some bodies for breathing. There's optical image stabilization, good for up to 5.5 stops for bodies without IBIS, or up to 8 stops for those that do. Meanwhile, focusing is taken care of by dual nano USM motors. One of the more interesting features for video, or indeed remote shooters, is the ability to motorize the mechanical zoom using the new PZE2 or PZE2B accessories. These use gearing to physically turn the zoom ring, a little like the old EFS 18-135 lens did if you remember that one. Both PZ accessories operate under the camera's battery power, but by connecting an external USB source can reduce consumption while also offering a faster speed. The PZE2B version also sports a 20-pin port for connecting to broadcast grips, but both can also be operated by configuring buttons on the C70, R5 and R5C, and you can also operate them using the phone app. At the time I made this video, the 2 PZ accessories were expected to cost around £1,100 and £1,500 respectively, so they're going to add quite a bit to the cost of an already expensive lens. But in broadcast or cinema terms, it's actually relatively affordable, especially for a full-frame system. Once I get my hands on the final production sample of the lens, I'll add sample images to my review page at cameralabs.com before following up with a full video testing and comparing the quality and overall performance. Right now, the RF 24-105 2.8 looks like an interesting option for hybrid shooters, or anyone who wished the 24-70 2.8 just zoomed a bit further. Indeed, I reckon this extra reach, coupled with less compromise for video and stills, could make it a very attractive lens for events and weddings. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.